are some things that I got for the shoot. Ugh. We're gonna properly document the pouch baggies today. So I really want to show off just how heavy duty these bags are. Okay, I know it's ironic that I don't eat fruit and I have fruit, but my roommates eat fruit, okay? So they're gonna have to get rid of it for me. Alright, things cuter now. My friends have generously volunteered their time and their bodies to model the product, and I thought I'm gonna make Lawrence wear this PB shirt. I don't know if I'm just overthinking it, but I feel like my hair looks kind of off. I'm like, what? I have been trying to save as much budget to invest in improving the site, and that includes like assets and photos and getting like really nice photos. So that's what's happening today. And I always feel a little bit nervous because these shoots are very time sensitive. Like we gotta just get in and get out. And although photo shoots are so fun, it also makes me nervous that like I just want to make sure it goes well. So until it becomes a regular thing, I think I'm still gonna be stressed out about it for a while. But luckily they're right upstairs. This building has a lot of creative studios, so it's really great to be able to collaborate with different people, and it's just so convenient. So yeah. Hence how I'm able to go from my shop up to the studio and grab props and like literally roll everything up. So I actually used to be on the 4th floor of this building. That's my first office, and you can see all of like my past vlogs to answer why I had to move and how I serendipitously came across an office that was like a retail space. Hello. Models.
It has a long catwalk. Wait, I don't have a catwalk. Living in a daydream. We are the next models. We're very excited.
No, but we're very excited. No experience. We're just gonna show up.
I still vlog now. I just don't do anything. Just like for my life. Such a sweet thing. Life on the big screen. It's such a beautiful scene. Yeah. Meet me on the rooftop. Now pass me the ox on the jukebox. Man, we can make a bob like Hanson. Try to throw a party in the mansion. Strolling through the sky. I'm daydreaming all the time. Throw your caution to the wind. This is where it all begins. Yeah. I'm over the moon, and that's where I'm taking you to. Feel like it's Christmas in June. Celebrate everything new. Waiting on me, but I'm hitting the snooze. I'm floating on top in this hot air balloon. Won't you come to my world where I'm making the rules? Yeah, it's pretty magical. Living in a daydream. Ooh, it's such a sweet thing. Sweet thing.
Oh my gosh, I am exhausted. Just exhausted from today, so I'm going to cancel the movie I was gonna go see by myself. This month, I only went to see one movie, which was The Presence, or just called Presence. And I wanted to use my Ace Stubs thing, but honestly, it's not worth it. I'm gonna go grocery shop. I haven't really eaten a lot of vegetables in a little bit, so I crave that, and then I can unwind. I want to take a moment for today's sponsor real quick, okay? Please don't leave, listen to me. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today's vlog, making it possible and supporting my channel. I've been using the everyday earbuds, and they've become essential to my productivity, whether it's my workflow here, my exercise routine, or my commute journey, which is my time to listen to podcasts. I mean, we love active noise cancellation. That is a must, especially at this affordable price point. Love that you can get an hour and a half of battery life from just charging 10 minutes. And the hands down best feature for me is multi-connectivity. So being able to connect to my phone and computer on Bluetooth at the same time. People coming in the store on that side constantly and background music playing there but I'm here trying to edit, take phone calls, hop on video meetings back and forth. I need both devices, all while keeping things private, and it's just really convenient and game-changing that way. So that's actually my favorite feature. Check out the link in my description or go to buyraycon.com/Piper. You can get 20% off of these best-selling everyday earbuds, and please use my link so that they know that I sent you, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. Thank you again to Raycon, and now it's time to go home. Hey, happy Monday. It's the start of a new week, and I just had a realization. Today is 4 days. 4 days. Today, I just ruined this dramatic moment. Ugh. Today is 4 years since I moved to New York, and instinctively I want to compare that to a bachelor's degree. So, oh my god, I made it. I've really built a small life here where I'm surrounded by people that I never knew or expected to meet and hold very close to me. And I just feel so grateful. So that's that. I cleared this area, by the way, so I've been rolling back and forth from table to table. And since I have a couple of different stations, it feels really cool that I can go from eating my lunch. I just started watching Formula One, the documentary, Drive to Survive. There's a new season out, but I've actually never watched it yet. So I'm about to really treat myself. I have a lot to uncover. Turns out I kept adding a bunch of finishing touches to this painting, so it's not actually done. And the last step is the golden retriever. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some details to that this afternoon. And it's gonna be so fun, and just get to enjoy a quiet day alone. Mondays, I don't open the shop. It's the only day that we're closed. I wanna say most businesses kind of do that. That way we operate both weekend days, and I tend to work one of the weekends, and I have Eliza cover the other, and this is kind of like a pseudo day off, even though most of the time I don't take Mondays off because there's like a balance. You know, I was thinking about how it's important to take days off and maintain a healthy relationship with working and not defining my productivity and worth, like not confusing the two. But like, what if I do enjoy my work and would not rather be doing something else? So I think there's definitely nuance there when it comes to enjoying what you love, and I don't always have to agree with the negative outlook of, oh yeah, you know, when you monetize your hobbies, it goes to shit and it's really sad, blah 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 blah. I think it can also be seen in the other way, where I feel like I'm doing something with my time that's meaningful, and yeah, it's work, but it's also not feeling like I'm not in control. And I think that's the most important part of feeling fulfillment in your life, is whether or not you feel like you have agency and control. So somebody asked me what my favorite part of work is, or like my work is, and I found myself saying my first instinct was, you know, what I enjoy about this the most, hands down, is the freedom. And this morning I watched 2 TED Talks as I was doing my makeups, and I really liked them. They're actually quite old. They're like over 7 years old, and I'm gonna link them below if you wanna watch it. But the nutshell is that, one, I've spoken quite a bit about stress on my note videos recently, but it's cool to have heard research about how you really are only negatively impacted by stress when you choose to see it as something that might threaten your lifespan. And in that case, 43% of people who participated in the studies did show earlier signs of or they just died sooner. The interesting observation was that when you see your stress response as a way to activate and level up in your life, it actually does not hurt or harm you or your lifespan. And the evidence is, for example, the constriction of your blood vessels. When you believe that stress is actually a natural response that can be positive, the studies showed participants experiencing heightened heart rate, all of that stuff. However, on the contrary, their blood vessels were not constricted, and that reflects more of what your body undergoes when it's experiencing joy, like a joyful response, and it's more similar to that. And that was really cool for me to find out, just food for thought, realizing that having stress in your life, it actually is not an automatic sign that, okay, this is really, really bad, you gotta run away from it, and I don't have to feel trapped in the, oh no, like when am I going to live a problem-free, stress-free life? And the following video I watched was about emotional resiliency. I really like that as well, and my takeaway, the key point that I seared into my brain, is the thought that it is so much better for you to chase after what is meaningful to you and to trust yourself to manage the stress that will come with it, rather than living a life and making your decisions based on the avoidance of discomfort. So I love that. I felt very validated by that, and a little bit of relief, even though this research was like 11 years ago, and I don't know how I never stumbled upon this video, and I also don't know what new research has come about in the last 10 years. Could be different, it could be changed, I'm not sure, but either way, I kind of agree with it, because in the last couple of my monthly notes and life updates, I have talked about feeling chronic stress, and I used to think, like my best friend would joke, oh, you want to live over 100 years old? You got to do something about your stress, because blah, blah, blah. And I feel like it's nice to think about it in a different light, and that also goes back to the whole freedom mentality of it. There's a lot of things in my life that definitely hold me down, or trying to invest a lot of either capital or time into my business means opportunity cost and giving up other things, but I don't choose to see it as a sacrifice or as limitations, because I am really focusing on what I get to do. So it's really lovely, and such a quiet, peaceful, sunny Monday today, and I've begun to look forward to my Mondays alone, because as much as I might have this stressful desire to maybe, oh, why don't we just open every day of the week? You don't know what money you might be missing out on. This is a point where I am very actively choosing to enjoy the value of having this place all to myself once a week, and it makes me feel very wealthy in that way. And yeah, that's why I'm painting and chatting as I speak. So Elisa's never made many mistakes, but recently she swapped 2 packages, and then we got the return back so that we could basically switch and send out the correct sweaters. It's nice to know that the craft envelopes hold up after so much back and forth, and it goes out so stiff, but like it actually looks kind of nice when it's worn and textured. Today was such a lovely day. I'm so happy. There's nothing like finally getting to that. I'm done. Drop the paintbrush. I think I'm actually done. And just patting myself on the back. I'm so happy. What did you think, babe? Oh my god, I just realized it would be noticeable from the outside, right? And then you'll get double protection because you can have the brown ones hang outside and have the clear one hang inside as the water guard. Get down, please. Thank you. Oh my god, I look kind of ugly. I'm tearing up because I feel so touched from some of the comments in the 4 years in New York video that I made. And I posted it last night, and I kind of woke up in the middle of the night to pee, and I found myself ruminating about it because it's something that definitely was vulnerable and came directly from my heart, and I feel naked. Like, that's how vulnerable it feels to have put that video up and just kind of be susceptible to the world and the judgment, you know? But this is also a feeling of I've done something and I've risked something, and it's silly, but just that, yes, I know this matters to me and that's why I feel this way. Anyway, I have to do the dishes because I've been putting it off for 3 days. As I was saying, oh my gosh, sometimes like doing YouTube is so confusing because there's a part of me that I feel like, yeah, I'm doing it because I want to feel loved and adoration or whatever, and there's a part of me that just wants to feel like seen, and I want to express, and I love video editing, and I want to convey and also be able to make a living off of that because it gives me an outlet into all of the art and shop and business things that I want to build. So it's just a very complicated thing, and I do realize that authenticity kind of hangs in the balance of all of that because there's only so much, I guess, you can do when it comes to being your job too. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I love making videos and doing this as a regular schedule. I'm like, yes, finally got it down, how to meet my own deadlines. But once in a while, a video comes along that is really just like, damn, this is just a part of me, and I'm so grateful to be able to have had all of these videos to be able to make this compilation one where I can really reflect and be all deep.
让我觉得非常的受到鼓舞，因为看到你的不容易，从什么都没有到那么大，差不多900，差不多1000 more than 900 square feet.
Yeah.
Full of merchandise and event after event. People in and out and talk about it. That's a lot. 这是很多. So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mom. We made it 1/3 of the lease. you know, we're open. So that's cool.